Hello guys. So again now we are with the assignment solution. So this is week 4 assignment 4. In this again we have 10 questions. Let's try to understand all of them one by one. Now the first question is, what is the purpose of if-else statement in C? So if you look carefully, there are 4 answers. The first one says to execute a block of code repeatedly. That's wrong answer because it is not used for that. To declare variable and constant, that also is wrong. If you look at the fourth option, it says to perform mathematical calculation, that also is wrong. If else statement is used for option C, that is to test a condition and execute different codes based on the result. Okay, means there will be conditions, you will test it, and based on that tested condition you will execute some codes. Okay, so that's why the answer C is correct. Now let's go to the second question. The second question says, what is the correct syntax of if-else statement in C? And you all are aware of this. So the option C is the correct answer. All 3 are wrong, guys. Okay, because we are talking about the syntax, and syntax is always fixed. You cannot change it. Okay, so option C is correct. Let's look at the third question. So third question is, which of the following is true about nested if-else statement? Nested if-else statement. So the answer C will be correct. That is, they allow you to test multiple conditions and execute different blocks of code based on the result. Okay, and other 3 are wrong, means they are not allowed in C. It's wrong. It is allowed in C. The else part is mandatory for every if statement. That's not again correct, because it is not mandatory for every part. Okay, there are some ways through which you can make else part, you can remove the else part. And the fourth one, he was saying nested if-else statement are only allowed up to 2 levels deep. That also is wrong. So option C is the correct answer here. Now let's see question number 4. What happens if there is no else part in an if-else statement? Means in an if-else statement, if else part is not there, then what will happen? And for that the option D will be correct, because it says if the condition is true, the program executes the code inside the if block. That's correct. And if the condition is false, nothing happens, because else will keep the false block. Okay, and as you have not written the else part, so there is no false block, therefore nothing will be executed. So option D is correct, whereas first 3 options are not correct, because the first one says the program will not compile. That's wrong. Program will compile. Else is not the mandatory part for if. The second one says the program will crash at runtime. That also is wrong. It will get compiled also, it will get executed also. And option C says if the condition is true, nothing happens. If the condition is false, the program crashes. That also is wrong. Okay, so option D is the correct answer for this. Let's look at the next question. The next question is, which of the following operator can be used to combine multiple conditions in an if statement? Okay, and the answer will be D, all of the above. Why? Because all 3 can be utilized for combining the multiple conditions. Okay, just try it out, guys. I'm sure you will understand, and you might find some examples as well. So option D will be correct for this case. Now let's look at the question number 6. The question number 6 is a program. So let's find out the output for this one. So in this program we have 4 statements. Let's see. The first one is saying int I is equal to t, means the variable I has been assigned with the value of 2. And then we have a statement to execute, that is I is equal to I plus plus. Okay, so whenever you have any this kind of question, so what you will do is, first of all you will look for the operators. So we have 2 operators. One is plus plus operator and second one is equality operator, equal to operator. So the precedence of plus plus operator is more as compared to equal to operator. So what will happen? First of all, we'll execute I plus plus, and whatever we are getting the value here, based on that we'll execute I is equal to that value. Okay, and we'll be assigning this value to the I. Okay, so if you look carefully, first of all, when we are executing I plus plus, so what will happen? The value of I will be taken here and I mean, if you remember how to use I++, I mean how I++ gets executed, first of all the value is taken and the variable is now holding the next value. I mean it will be incremented by 1. So now here we have written, here we have, I mean when we are executing this, we are getting the value as 2 here. Now we are executing I is equal to 2. So when we are executing I is equal to 2, this equality operator, this assignment will take place. Means now as the I was holding the value 3, but now again I am doing the reassignment here. So what will happen? This will be again updated with 2. Therefore, the final answer for this will be, I mean when you execute the third statement trying to print I, you will get I is equal to 2. Okay, the answer 3, 4, compilation error, these all are wrong answers. Let's look at the next question. The next question is, if multiple conditions are used in single if statement, then the testing of those conditions are done from left to right. Means whenever you have a if condition and you are writing some conditions, and if there are more than one conditions written here, let's suppose I am writing here I is equal to 0, 2, 3. So what will happen? First of all, it will execute from this side and it will proceed forward until the end. Okay, or let's suppose if I write here x equal to 2 and y equal to 3. So in this case again what will happen? First of all it will execute this and then it will move towards this side. Okay, means completely from left to right it is moving. Okay, so for this, as per my view, option B will be the correct answer. Okay, now let's see question number 8. What is the purpose of given program? Means n is the input number given by the user. So here it is asking the purpose of the given program. So let's try to first of all execute the program and see that what answer we are getting, and based on that we can check out. So the question says that there are 3 variables, n, x they have taken as 0 directly, and y is taken one more variable. Then it is saying to enter an integer, and that integer which you are entering, that is taken as input. So let's suppose I am taking first of all the input as 21. Okay, now we have a while loop to execute here. So let's do a dry run here for the inputted value 21. So first of all we'll see that it is saying n not equal to 0. N is 21, 21 not equal to 0, and the condition is true. So if the condition is true, we'll come inside and try to execute these 3 statements. So first statement says y is equal to n percentile 10. Now value of n is 21. Okay, and we are doing percentile operation with 10. Then we'll get what? The remainder. So remainder for this case is going to be 1. Okay, if you observe carefully, we are actually getting the last number here. Okay, so again we'll proceed to the next section. It says x is equal to x minus y. So value of x is what? Look carefully guys, the value of x is assigned here as 0, and 0 minus y just now I have found out as 1. So I'll do this execution and I'm going to get the value as minus 1. So now the value of x is minus 1. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to execute the third statement. The third statement says n is equal to n by 10. So n is equal to n by 10 means what? I'm having the value of n as 21. I'm dividing it by 10. I will get the quotient as 2. So now I have the quotient as 2, and what I will do is I'll again repeat this while loop once more, and we'll check first of all this condition. So now the updated value of n is what? 2. So 2 not equal to 0, and the condition is true. So as the condition is true, again I will have to execute these 3 blocks, this block containing these 3 statements. So again we will do the same thing, but I'll write in the short now. It says y equal to n percentile 10. The value of n is 2 now. 2 percentile 10 will give me what? 2. If you observe carefully, now I am getting the second digit. Okay, fine. Now it's telling me to execute x is equal to x minus y. The value of x was minus 1, and now the value of y is 2. So I'm writing it here. So I'm getting the answer as minus 3 here. and again I'm going to perform n is equal to n by 10, and the value of n is 2 divided by 10. If I do, I'll get the quotient as 0. And now as the value of n is 0, and I'll repeat this condition and I'll see that condition is becoming false, because now the value of n is 0, so 0% not equal to 0 condition is false, and then I'm going to print this output. So output is asking for x. So x means our answer updated x is -3. So we are getting the here answer as -3. Now if you look carefully what actually has happened, and if you try to do dry run with some other answers, let's suppose I'm taking one more input as 123, what actually this piece of code is doing, it is taking the large digit, okay, and then it is subtracting from a by default value of 0 like this, and it is taking the answer as -3. Now this -3 it is taking inside x, and then it is taking the second number and it is again subtracting. So in this way I'll get again here what, -5. Then again this -5 is again subtracted with the last digit, that is 1, and I'm going to get -6. So what actually is happening, whatever number I am taking, it is summing that number, okay, and adding a negative symbol before that. Therefore if you look carefully all the options, option B will be the correct answer. Why? Because option B says the negative sum of the digits of a number. All three are not correct, because they are not trying to justify the purpose for which was asked in the question. Okay, so kindly do dry run with some more options and I'm sure you will get the answer. Let's now look at the next question. The next question is, what will be the value of a, b, c after executing the following? This question is really very tricky. Listen very carefully, guys. Okay, now in this question as you can see, the value of a is taken as 5, the value of b is taken as 7, and the value of c is taken as 111. Now we are asked to perform the operation c division equal to operator, then we have one more operator plus a, then we have one more operator multiplication, and then we have variable b followed by one more operator, that is minus. So again I am telling you, whenever you have any question, any expression based question, first of all look for which all operators are present there. So if you look carefully, the first operator is this one, second operator is this one, third operator is this one, and the fourth operator is this one. I'll just number it here. So we have 4 operators here. Okay, out of these 4 operators, let's first of all find out what is the precedence of them. So if you look carefully, the precedence of, I will write from highest to lowest, the highest precedence goes to operator number 4, then it goes to operator number 2, then it goes to operator number 3, and then it goes to operator number 1. In some books it is written that the operator 4 and 2 are having the same precedence, but in many books I have also seen that post prefix are having higher precedence than that of pre prefix. Okay, so I'll follow that rule that is the post prefix operator, plus operator or minus operator, I'll take them as highest precedence followed by the pre prefix. Okay, so based on that I'll try to execute it. So let's see. So as the fourth operator is having the highest precedence, so I'll try to solve out b minus first. Now when you're solving b minus first, what we'll get, the value of b minus. So you all know that when we are executing this post prefix operator, post increment operator, first of all in an expression actually what happens, first of all it will take the value. So the value of b is 7, it will take it here, and it will reduce this value to 6 because it is a decrement operator. So now our operation for the fourth operator is over. Now let's take the second operator. So second operator number 2 is having the second precedence. So I'll execute this. So it will as it is associated with a, so I'll be executing plus a, and you all know that this will first of all increment the value of a, and then I will be able to use it. So value of a is 5. So first of all I will have to increment it here and make it 6, and then I will be able to use it. Okay. Now if I just redefine after these two execution, I mean after execution of operator 4 and 2, if I redefine and write it here, so it is C divide equal to operator plus a is solved out. I have multiplication left here. Okay. And then I have operator b minus that also is solved out. I am getting this. Now we are left out with two operators, that is operator number 3 and 1. Now again, as I have told you, the operator 3 is having higher priority, so I'll try to execute it. So 6 into 7, that is 42, that is executed. Now we are left out with only one operator, that is the divide equal to operator. So when I'm going to execute it, it actually means to solve C is equal to C by 42. Okay, and value of C is what? It is 111. So that I'm going to divide it by 42. So when you are dividing 111 with 42, you will observe let's see what is the quotient here. So 42 3s is becoming more than 112, so I'll take it 2 here, and there's no need to solve it out because I am only interested in the quotient section. So the C will be this, after execution this I am going to get 2, so the C will be having the answer as 2. So as it is asking for the answers, I mean it is asking for the value of A, B and C after execution, let's try to see, and you will observe that option C is correct, because if you look carefully the value of A was updated and it is 6, so that's correct here. B also was updated and it is 6, so that also is here, and the C, which was the most trickier part, which has been now updated to 2, so that also is correct here. So option C will be the correct answer. I hope it is clear to everyone. Clear? So guys, this is really the trickiest question of all the 10. So please revise, or you can reread or go through my explanation once more. If you want me to explain this again, please write in the comment box. I'll take some more examples and try to explain you. Now let's look at the last question. The last question is, what will be the output of the following program? Now in this case it's a simple one. Int x is equal to 1, means the value of x is taken as 1, and here we have a switch case. Now this also is not a easy one, it's a bit trickier one. In switch case it is taking here x, so here the value of x is 1, so I'll take it here directly 1, and as we are going to match the cases, so here case 1 is getting matched, so we'll print choice is 1 and /n, that will be printed. But you all know that after every case you should write break statement so that no other cases are executed. But if the break statement is not there, then it will start executing and execute everything till it receives a break statement or it reaches the end of the block. In our case we can see there is no break statement, so it will start executing till the end of the block. So first of all, choice is 1 /n, I mean new line will be printed. Again choice other than 1 will also be printed, so that's why option C is the correct answer. Okay, so guys, go through my explanation. If you have any other query, put in the comment box. I will try my best to explain it once more. Thank you everyone.